Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and guys, this video will be so special. If you like farming Boros for easy rank, this is video for you, this is deck for you, it will be great, I promise, you will love it. We are playing half Planeswalkers, half live gain and sweepers deck, and you know both of the parts hit different types of decks, and we have enough threats to go against Control and against Boros and against Mono Red. So it's just best of both worlds and probably one of the better Orzhovs out there. So let's just go into games because that's where the fun is. But I think it's a very solid deck, so I hope you will like it. They know they aren't trying to play the long game anyway. Alright, extremely good draw. Extremely good draw. Not only it gives us a land, but also second black, while also giving, you know, the third white we probably won't need it, but second black is kinda needed. If we hit 3 planes in a row, then we wouldn't be able to play those. However, I believe we play 3 planes and 1 Eiganjo, so you know we have only 4 lands that produce this kind of mana. Sure. 1 damage. Go for it. I believe in you, bro. Yeah. That's the power. What the hell? Alright. Gleeful demolition time? You really want it, huh? You really want it. You know you want. There's no chance I have removal in this standard, right? Of course, it's not possible. So we can give him 3 creatures and go for the lockdown. Or we can just deny this with a simple get lost and not use the lockdown. Oh wow, it's such a surprise. It's, man, imagine Orzhov on turn 2 having a sweeper? Or a removal, sorry. That's so weird. Their gamble was absolutely justified. Like, it was such a high chance to just work, right? It's a huge testimony how risky they play, because if this works out, they win the game. If not, they try again. So no, it's kind of fun in a way. Yep. The scry is of course the only problem, but they scry it on top, so, you know, not the biggest deal. We kinda need to hit lands though. Look at them. See, they just try again. And they get instant value. Oh boy. Oh boy. It makes perfect sense. However, my draws are insane. I will tell you this. Hitting those 2 lands is absolutely game deciding. So, 2 ways. The problem is that they might have Knight of Chaos. I think this is a land, so this will be a 3-drop, possibly Recruiter. So we don't really have a choice here. If you don't hit the lockdown, you lose the game, so enjoy. If you hit the lockdown, you can keep playing. Oh, it's great. Jokes aside, we are a little bit on the back foot after playing this, because if they have the 3rd Gleeful Demolition, it's really good. Man, I'll be honest, I hit all the lands perfectly, and this is why I'm winning. Like right now, I don't think they can win from this. Alright, which Planewalker is the best? I think it's Ashiok, right? So, do we try to secure the board? Or we can go for... So, Recruiter is 3 mana. 3 and 2, 5. So, if we +1, he cannot kill us this way. That means we can start getting the Sunfalls. Exile one of them. I really like lands. But you know what? I like live game against aggro even more. Also, the double blockers make a huge difference. Sure. Oh, that's so cute. They will hit for 3. And this is what happens when you hit your lands correctly and you hit a turn 3 sweeper. Like, their deck looks silly, basically. And I can keep doing it forever. Now I want the land. I have enough mana, so we can just go like this. Man, the Ashiok reverse exile always gets me, man. So, I could play Sorin as well. And you know what? I think we will, to just show our opponent that he's not in this game anymore. Because if we can ensure that we'll draw enough sweepers, easy. I thought this would be something like this, and I went with it because we have Sunset Revelry, right? So we are basically getting the life back. We were on 19, he was on 17, so if we don't pay in ourselves, we don't get the life gain. So Sorin is kinda free, in a way. You know, later we'll still use it, because believe me, they will try to kill us. Like, I've noticed a pattern that's always what they do, alright? It's some, you know, advanced deduction right there in work. So this has to attack, right? Nothing else. Sure. Cool. You can deal your 1 damage for turn. Oh boy. So this is where they lost the game. After this they cannot recover. Because I'm too good at drawing correct cards every turn, you know? Exiling. Do we want to exile anything? I mean, you know what's fun? Playing land, probably. Playing land is always super fun. They know about the Sunfall. To be honest, I shouldn't go for it. Like, it's not a good play. Alright. Let's play responsibly. Well, man, I'm drawing cards. Well, I hope you brought a lot of creatures, my friend. Because I can go Liliana, get rid of one of the creatures, and I mean, let's see who's winning on board, huh?
Off you go.
Oh, that's your power hog for the day. See, that was a good day. We just absolutely strong Boros. Man, they had double Gleeful Demolition, and we beat even this. Sure, you did it. You're the best. Do you want to, like, attack? Huh? Huh? They do. Alright, they get a card. Good job, you. Well, this is kinda unfortunate, right? Because that means I'm getting a very good deal here. We don't use those because they grow. And they cannot kill the one creature they wanted to kill, the vampire. And now I'm lifelinking with triple planeswalker, with the fourth planeswalker here. And oh boy, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Let's start by drawing the card. Okay. I think we are doing okay. And I love it. Listen, Sorin is here to stay. Unless he dies, you know?
We all have things we'd rather forget.
And they're still in the game. Like, I'll give it to them, at least. And this is why we played the lockdown when they had like 4 creatures. Because if you don't, they go Knight of Chaos and then lockdown doesn't do the thing anymore. Do I want more vampires? Nah, I want more cards. Cards are really cool.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
I think this is even cooler, right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. The bigger board, the more fun. I guess we exiled something. I don't even know what, but there had to be something. And we're going for this balanced approach. I think I could attack with 1 or 2 more creatures, but we go for lethal anyway. So, you know, we don't need to care. We can exile 1 of the creatures, 2 of the creatures, so they need to play 2 creatures just to feed our stuff. And then the 3rd creature can survive. And, I mean, it's probably, you know... Alright, I'll give it to him. Like, he tried to fight, you know, he tried his best. He took extreme risk, but to be fair, if he had double Gleeful Demolition, it was probably worth the risk, because he just goes again next turn. But we still won, even against tier 1 Boros. Alright, we're going first with an extremely bad hand. If we get a loss, this will be a loss. That's what I feel. We also don't have Reveries. And let's go with Takenuma. I cannot imagine that we keep it for like 4 or 5 turns. Oh, look at this, that's a Boros. That's a Boros. Have you seen this one before? That's actually insane, how much Boros there is today. I honestly didn't I'm not sure. Did I play against another deck today? I think I didn't. I think I only play against Boros today. Alright, that's cool. That's some experience right there. So let's see if they have Gleeful Demolition. Alright. I cannot prevent it fully. Yes, you tap it. Yes, 1, 2, and 3. Good job, you did it. We of course let him do it first. Because that's a decision, right? He might think that he will have Warden. I still think, and this is the problem with the draw, that's why I said it's horrible. We don't have turn 3 play, and our turn 4 play isn't a sweeper. So this is where we lose, probably. Because now they will go, you know, bat crazy with like I don't know, Gleeful Demolition, Knight of Chaos, Recruiter, whatever. They will do something that's super annoying. Here we go, and we are 3 turns before farewell. And that's where we lose. And we didn't hit Sunfall, we didn't hit Lockdowns, and we didn't hit Reverie, so we missed like 11 good cards for the matchup. So yeah, if you miss all of them in 1/6 of the deck, I mean, you are not in a good spot against Boros. And that proves that, you know, whatever deck you make, it still can lose if you get bad draws. And that's good. That's always something that, you know, makes me happy about the play. Alright, so I honestly don't think we can survive until the farewell. We will try. We will absolutely try, but I just don't think we can do it, man. Okay, I can't stop pretending that I have something. I think it's the Emperor, right? It's so hard, man. Like, I need to survive 2 more turns. And I'm not even guaranteed to have a land right now. Knight of Chaos, probably something you want to keep. It's actually not super worse for us, because all we need is time. However, they will farm their creatures, so that's a little bit of pain. But let's go. They're just being good at Magic right now, you know? And they will probably win because we didn't hit the card, which, as we know, is the worst sin you can commit in Standard. Let's go like this. That's a lot of damage, but it's more value. So over time, I think we scale our advantage a little bit thanks to this. We don't have a sweeper, so we need to start manually deleting them. So I can go -2 here, march on something. Oh, that's not perfect. Like, this is another card that we didn't want to see. Alright. It is what it is. Can we sweep everything manually? I honestly don't think we can, but we'll try. We cannot really Sorin, man. If we Sorin, we die. Our opponent is a little bit too good in Magic for this. On the bright side, they probably want to tap all the creatures to get... Well, I think they want to tap 3 creatures, so I would tap this. Alright. They still want to attack with Frontliner and the Epicure, right, for the buff. When this gets blocked, they don't care, because they aren't playing for more than 2 turns. I see. Just going full aggro mode. I mean, it is what it is. We missed the mana, so we cannot march one of the creatures right now. And we need to take the buff. We'll see how it goes. Alright. That's all the play. So we have all the information right now. So this is a 2-2. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We block 1, so that means we need to -2 something. I think it's the Frontliner, right? It gives us the most advantage for the next attack. So this is 7, 9 damage. So we can survive it. So I will go like this, because with Sorin, land and a march, I think there's some chance. Of course, it's a tap land, the worst land you can get. Cool.
May your blade strike.
I mean, there is small chance. I can see a winning scenario here. I'll tell you, before it happens. So they might use one of the turns to go Knight of Chaos, not attack because this punishes them for attacking. Then we untap, have a chance to draw untapped land. If not, we can use Sorin +1, draw land for 0 mana for a while. Then they play, you know, something with haste and we die. But at least we have a chance. They will play the Anthem thing, and this will kill us with, you know, just any 2 creatures. So I think this is how the game might go in the best case scenario. In the worst case, they just draw something and we lose. We will see. They still have 2 cards we don't know about. And all of this is not because he's playing well. It's not because I'm playing good or bad. It's because I didn't draw a 3 or 5 mana sweeper. That's the whole game. Alright? And we have, like, what, 6 of them? And in 1/5 of the deck we didn't draw a single one. And that's the only reason we are in any kind of trouble. Like, if we played the lockdown, game would be over. So no, this is the kind of stuff, and this is one of the reasons I'm not a fan of, you know, aggro matchups, because I think they boil down the whole game to can you draw the card, and that's the only part you cannot affect by, you know, your decisions really. So it takes away the part that makes it fun. So even if we win, it will be like, yeah, I would win instantly if I drew the card. So, you know, it's this kind of situation. It's fine. I'm just, you know, explaining some reasoning behind it. And I think they went for the plan that we wanted them to go for. And even though they got a lot of value, we got the thing. Alright, so I normally would just attack, alright. But I will pretend there's something behind it. They don't see the 6th land, so, you know, farewell isn't guaranteed for them. And they see that if I had sweeper, I would attack with everything. See? I just got 2-3 damage. That won't matter because I draw a sweeper, so I still win. Do I win? I think I do, right? And no enchantment, so just creatures and graveyards. Then they can play land. So if they draw a land, they still win, I believe. We'll see. And of course, I need to do this, because otherwise I'm instantly dead.
Not my way.
And all of this will depend on the draw, because if they don't draw a land, they cannot play the full package. Good. I will make some blockers. So, their next play, right? Recruiter. Gets them to 2 attacks, so I don't think we attack. I don't think we attack on this turn. Remember that we have the fortress, right? So we can live gain slowly but surely, if we can survive. They should go for the adventure thing, yep. And they cannot attack right now, which is good for us. Alright, this is interesting. So I need this package to activate the fortress. I have 2 or 3 mana on the next turn. When I exile something, let's check the wording. If a card... Well, those aren't the cards. Alright. That makes things easier a little bit, I guess. I'm not fully sure if that works like this, but from the wording, like it's a token, it's not the card. So the creature or permanent will be exiled, but it's not a card. And what do we go for here? I think we need some better value. Well, I'm not good at magic, it seems. I'm not very good at magic. What can you do, man? Just to be a little bit better. So, next turn is the recruiter. I can life gain to 8. So, I don't think there's any question about this part. I probably want to hit black mana. Well, I guess I have only Painlands and I need the... Okay, so I guess that's kind of the same. Whatever. Alright. We exiled something? Alright, I exiled the +1. True, true. Man, I'm so good I don't even know about it. Alright, so we attack with the fortress for sure. Do we go with the vampire? I'm not fully sure. So they play recruiter. Let's actually think about it. 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. So we can trade here, we can trade here, and we can negate this. They don't kill Ashiok, then they don't kill us. I think we keep the vampire, because the Restless Fortress, steadily but surely, will get us ahead. They can. But that means they lose a lot of power. I will kill the reinforcements part, because token is easier to kill. That's fine. I got the 2 life gain, and I traded 1 for 1. And if I keep my... Like, this means I'm keeping my Ashiok, probably. And Ashiok gives me basically 3 cards a turn, like in total. Sure, you drew 2 of them, but you have selection from 3 cards, so it's like 3 cards to hit the card you need. Yes, so they're going for the big play. And I don't think it's a very big play. Really? Like, if that's everything, I think he can scoop. Did he really think it through? Alright, alright. I mean, there must be something more that I don't know of. Good job. So, did they think I will trade my life linker for it? Bro, like, come on. I'm a decent player after all, you know? We ain't doing this kind of stuff. I have Get Lost so I can be a bit exile. What we exile? We exile this, we keep the other one. It always gets me, man. So we are live gaming, we don't get the tokens, but we are getting the card, which is good enough. So we will draw another card and have Get Lost for whatever they play. Man, I mean, I guess we cannot lose. Man, we didn't even draw any of our real sweepers. I didn't, because that was pure dice roll. We didn't draw anything and we still won, man. Alright guys, we are going first. We don't have a pain land, but our draw is pretty solid. I like it. We need to identify the matchup. I still will go with the backstreet, so the surveil when you don't know your opponent deck is much weaker than when you know. But I think it's good enough, and it also allows us, you know, to curve nicely to 3, and it also enables turn to play. And we are on our way to Sorin very nicely. So the plan is just to, you know, start the game a little bit, like get some tokens for Sorin defense, then play Sorin, try to get it for 1 turn, then we play Sunfall, kill everything and start doing cards. This is the plan. If we're against control deck, this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. We are in extremely bad spot and we'll probably lose. So here we go. That's full analysis. I think I might get flooded, but I will still take it because I will feel super bad if I never draw a 4th land otherwise. Okay, we are in very nice spot. I wish I, you know, got damaged a little bit. So I think we keep up the Soul Partition, because this is the turn when they play Mountain, they play Gleeful Demolition, and they go Knight of Chaos. Alright. Alright, I see, I see. So you want to smirk my face, huh? That means they don't have Gleeful Demolition, because this is worse play than the Gleeful Demolition always. Alright, so everything is going nice. We wanted this hit, because that gives us full value Revelry, and oh boy, it just feels so good. So good. So right now, I'm at 23. An impact card, extremely strong card. However, we can go double block here, it's still worth it. Every time you can, well, not every time, but when you can trade your, you know, 2 tokens for one token for 1 card, you get the idea. Oh my god, I got bamboozled, but you get the idea. And we want as much loyalty on this as possible. So if they go Recruiter, I hope they still cannot kill it. I'm not sure. I'm taking the card. I really hope. To be honest, no, we killed the creature, so it's the same. But I can see an argument to not block and have more for Sorin, because keeping Sorin is extremely important. Knight of Chaos, bro, or what? Yeah? Your creature, alright. So you're saying that you want to hit my face. Oh, they're also attacking? I should probably know this, but for some reason it felt like they're just, you know, it's just there. Right, that's good for our opponent. But that's even better for us. Still, let's draw a card. Alright. An interesting one. We have 5 mana. That means we can kill everything. And then in combat phase kill this with Get Lost. Then they get 2 map tokens. I like it. Reason for this play is that now they know about it. And they might start to draw cards. Because they know that we can exile all of the crews. And they accumulated 3 cards here. So that's a lot. And they don't know about the Sunfall, so it works better to play against this kind of stuff. Alright, they might go for the Oxy. Sure. It's strong. And they go to combat phase, yeah. So we need to do it before they create all the tokens. And now they have nothing. And that's where we like them, you know? With nothing. So, do I want the vampires? I honestly think we do. I think we need some armor right now. I should probably Field of Ruin, right? That's probably a play that a good player would do, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm playing good deck. It will still win. Alright, Evangelist. And the cool thing about having Planeswalkers with sweepers is the fact that, alright, they kill the vampire. It's fine. They don't flip it. Oh, they don't even kill it. Oh, that's so funny. Alright, I will explain. So the fun part about playing this kind of deck is that you basically trade loyalty as a creatures, right? When you want to use Sunfall, then they need to match your board. Right now I don't need to use Sunfall if I don't want to. That means they need to commit the board more to the board, and you don't really lose anything. Then you Sunfall for way more cards, and you still have those Planeswalkers. So that's why the deck can be extremely powerful. I really want to get rid of this, to be honest. Sorry for long thinking, but that was kinda important. So do we want to Sunfall right now? Or just play the Emperor? I think we just go this. I'll try to, be a good player finally. Let's take a Whatever Land. The famous Whatever Land. And I kinda want to exile stuff, you know why? Because my board will like it a lot. To be fair, like I was thinking for a long time, so I guess he will rope me a little bit. Or maybe he's just not on his PC. But this time I won't hold it against them. Nope. We like our value. I could also go get rid of this, I guess. But it's more fun this way. Absolutely. A removal for 0 mana. Do I want lands? Huh. I honestly do. I like lands. Here we go. Oh, it looks great. What's up with the black font? I keep having it, man. Alright, but our attacker is pretty good. And he might not want to attack. I guess he kills Ashiok this way, but don't you worry, we still win. You know, I'm not playing like super hardcore seriously right now, so it's fine. That's my good excuse for the day. Let's see. So if they hit a counter on this, they will get a token. But let's see. Oh, they didn't. So this is a little bit of whiff. They will try again. And a second whiff. They still got 2 cards ahead. I tell you, man, you don't need to try. Like when you hit the right cards, it just works. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Man, when I realized, and yeah, we will talk about the stats because they look so perfect. I didn't even want to play more games just to show you those stats. We have 100% win rate. Sure, there weren't a lot of games, it doesn't mean much. But it means that you should probably be a pretty good player against Boros. Why? Because we had the best draw and the worst draw, and we both all of them. Having only look how many sweepers we play. 7 sweepers, 3 revelries. We didn't draw any of those. We didn't even draw much to get rid of the Gleeful Demolition target. We had 1 farewell during the game, and we also missed lands. And we still win, like, it should be good, alright? Like, I played all of the games against Boros, nothing more. That was the whole other experience for me today. You know, it's just random, but I think when it happens, it's kinda hilarious in a way. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is the solid archetype right now. The fact that you play basically the anti-aggro package. Here you go. This is the anti-aggro package. March is also extremely good because it's 1 mana and you remove the Gleeful Demolition target. So imagine a card that is 1 mana instant that removes 3 creatures. It would be insanely busted, right? And this is what marches against Boros. So those cards make sure that you don't lose against aggro generally. Look how many of those cards, even single march, prevents their whole game plan in a way. So they aren't scaling like crazy like they want to. That means no Knight of Chaos on turn 2, and this is 1 mana, so it means you can play it very quickly, even if they're on the play. So, you know, each one of those cards absolutely, you know, hinder them super hard. And here's your deck against all the normal decks. You have so much value still. Kaya, Eternal Wonder, Ashiok. Listen, I went for 3 Ashioks because I really like the card. It's one of my favorite Planeswalkers in Standard. It could be the favorite, to be honest. it's just so good. It draws you cards, it creates 2 blockers, and what I've learned is that most of the decks can get around 1 blocker, like with Sorin. So you usually need to play it on the empty board, or you have something prepared, like with Sunset Revelry tokens. 2 blockers is usually enough, even if your opponent has like 1 creature, especially if you pair it with like 2 mana removal or 1 mana removal like March. That is usually enough. That means they cannot kill Ashiok, then you untap, you play your Sunfall, or you draw your Sunfall with +1, and you are in such an extremely commanding position that you generally very often don't lose from there. Especially that if you play Ashiok for 6 mana with like March, then next turn it means 7 mana, so you can Sunfall, make a token, draw a card, or even make another token, see if they didn't go for Ashiok too hard and it has still 3 loyalty. And two of the creatures after you exiled everything, and let's read the wording on this one. Oh my god, give me the wording. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if a card was placed into exile this turn, it can be before this creature existed. So after Sunfall, you can just -2 again, they will grow, and you will have a Sunfall token. So, like, man, this is insane, and this is one of the reasons why the deck performs so nicely, even against the most aggressive decks in Standard. So I honestly think this should be a pretty good ranking deck. It will probably be a bit weaker on against Control, but you have so many Planeswalkers, they need to counter each one of them. Each one of them is devastating, maybe again, except the Emperor. And Liliana, like, we have played enough against Liliana that we know even this single Planeswalker absolutely destroys hands and ultimates. And one of the cool things about Liliana in Control matchup is that this and this are not cards you want generally in Control matchups. So you just discard them to Liliana. Revelry very often you can use to just keep drawing cards. So this is the cool part, right? You can basically trade your dead cards for your opponent's cards. Sometimes he will also have the same situation, so you don't gain anything, but very often they will have to discard better cards. And that means less answers for your next Planeswalkers. We also play Field of Ruin and Mirrex, so generally we are pretty heavy on the land game, so we should be winning the Mirrex war as well, unless they go like super crazy. And we also have the Fortress, so we have like 7 lands that, win this battle of lands against lands. So honestly, it should be very well. We also have Emperor and Revelry, and they are both extremely good at killing might tokens. So guys, like, I'm really happy with this deck. I think it performed nicely against Boros, but I'm sure it performs generally good because it's extremely versatile deck. One of the good things about Planeswalkers is they work against every kind of archetype. You either draw cards or create creatures. Like, they matter in every matchup, and same for Ashiok. Let's not even talk about Kaya, that she's just busted. We only play 1, of course, because it's hard to get there, but man, when you cannot close game, just play Kaya and it will be close sooner or later. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy the deck as much as I did, and I hope and I wish you to see a little bit less Boros, because while we were winning every game, I didn't play too much Magic, so hopefully it will be more fun for you. And man, Planeswalkers are probably the type of cards that give you the most enjoyment. At least this is for me. Drawing cards every single turn feels just so good. So yeah, that's kinda it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give a like and share, and the sub if you aren't so far, so you don't miss decks like this in the future. And as always, guys, thank you for all the great comments, for all the likes. Like, I look at those things every day, so it makes a difference, and just for being so cool every single day. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.
With